seeing where it comes from, I think is really important, because then suddenly you can see this is wrong. I don't want to be regulated by shame. I want to trust what I feel is right and be able to act freely within that. I'm Malou Reymann, and I'm the director of UNRULY. It's a film that is based on Sprogø Women's Home. That was a home for women who didn't behave accordingly in the 1930s and would be sent there to learn how to behave as proper young women. And we follow a 17-year-old man into this institution with her not knowing what they're capable of and where it's gonna take her.
Jo, du giver Elise idéer og håb om ting, som vi alle ved er fuldkommen urealistiske.
Hvem siger de er urealistiske? Hvad er der egentlig galt i at drømme om noget andet, end at sidde på en systue på en skide anstalt?
Nu stopper du!
Drømmer I slet ikke om noget?
Going to the actual buildings that still exist in the island of Sprogø, that was really emotional to stand there and suddenly feel that these women had actually been there and spent years of their lives in this place. It just stayed with me emotionally after that day in a different way and left this kind of sense of a commitment to doing it in the right way and to honor them.
Carla, hvad drømmer du om?
Jeg vil gerne hjem til Kolding.
Serine, hvad drømmer du om?
Jeg drømmer ikke om noget.
Ej, så kedeligt er der ingen, der er.
Jo, det er der faktisk nogen, der er.
This mistrust in the female strength, I guess, that's not just relevant for this story that takes place in the 1930s and the whole kind of context of Sprogø. It's also something that still is relevant today. Shame had regulated my actions and my sexuality since being a young teenager. You know, you shouldn't be too aggressive, you shouldn't be too loud, you shouldn't be a lot of things. Suddenly working on this, I realized where it came from. It's just my grandmother's generation. She could end up in this women's home and be sterilized and be institutionalized her whole life if she didn't fit into what it means to be a proper girl. So of course this is something that is passed on to generations, and I think it's passed on as shame.
Hvis vi gør det sammen, så tror jeg godt, vi kan overtage styringen af båden. Jeg skal bare finde ud af, hvordan man tænder for motoren.
Det er en glødehovedmotor.
We knew the life stories of these women, and it was just brutal. It was really hard and sad what had happened to them. So it was our question from the beginning was, how can we find hope in this? So we found out that we had to find hope within the relationships of the women. Yes, I think in its core it's just a feminist film. I wanted it to be about female strength, so I wanted that to kind of live through the film and eventually let that be what you leave the cinema with. I really hope that they experience that hope in trusting yourself and your instincts. That is very important.